Hello my amazing Cancerians, I hope you are keeping well. Welcome to Tiger Tarot 3-3 readings. This is going to be a general reading for the month of March for the sign of Cancer. So please note that it is a general reading, it will not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. So Cancerians for the month of March 2022. Cancerians for the month of March 2022. I would like to say a huge thank you to everybody who's already liked, shared and subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate it and it is helping the channel to grow, so thank you so much. Okay, Cancerians for March. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Showing up in your own reading here with the Chariot. King of Swords right next to you, could be significant with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Cups is also here, showing up again. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. Wow, what a beautiful reading. So your general outcome, Cancer, for the month of March is the Nine of Wands. Okay, somebody's been feeling quite burdened recently. You've been feeling like you've got the world on your shoulders. You've took on too many responsibilities, and this is a really kind of a troubled time for you in the month of March. However, your cards say a completely different story, so we'll see how we go through the reading. The Nine of Wands often shows up when we just take on too much. We just take on too much responsibilities, too many things. We've not put good boundaries in place and told people, no, look, I can't do that. I don't have the energy to do that. I'm tired or whatever. And so the Nine of Wands is just basically saying, look, if you don't feel like doing something, you have to say no. You have to be respectful of yourself and not agree to do things when you don't feel good yourself. You have to be, I know Cancerians can be really mothering and nurturing and just want to take care of everybody, but sometimes you just really need to take care of yourself, because you cannot give what you don't have for yourself. So this card is showing up to say, you give yourself that time in the month of March, Cancerians. Now your first card here is the Four of Pentacles, so you could have been thinking about a new venture when it comes to making money, making your finances increase, but you just feel like whatever you've started hasn't really begun yet, it hasn't really kicked in yet, and you're just kind of waiting for it to happen. You're building this foundation first. You see under his feet here, the two coins are under his feet. He's building that steady foundation, and then he's manifesting into his life, and he's thinking how to make money, how to bring money into balance, into their existence. So this card is working on your money, Cancerians. Now you do have the Chariot here, which is right next to the King of Swords, so it's fascinating to see. I'm sure you've had an air sign popping up in your last reading, Cancerians. I'm also a Cancer sun, so I do resonate with the Cancer reading, but here we are showing up as the Chariot awaits. We are moving forward, and we are moving forward swiftly. We are no longer looking back at the past, Cancerians. We're no longer looking at things that don't serve us anymore. We're looking for peace and harmony. We're looking for people who are steadfast, who are on the same track as us. They're forward thinking. We don't want people in our lives who are naysayers and they're bringing us back. We want people in our lives, Cancers, who are able to push us forward and to push us into being the best person that we can be. And you're so wise. I mean, Cancerians generally are soulful and psychic, and we just have this ability to be really empathic, which means you really understand human beings, like you understand their soul. You don't just look at the superficial stuff on the top. This card is showing up to say you are now moving forward and you're making big moves in your life, but you also have to make sure that you are not taking on too much responsibilities, because then you can have this creative power to move forward, to push yourself forward. When you give yourself too much to everybody else, Cancer, you leave no energy for yourself, which in the month of March, you really have to give yourself that energy. Now you have the King of Swords here right next to this Chariot card, which is fantastic to see. I'm sure he was your general outcome in the month of February. So if that has transpired, then this can be a masculine air sign, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. But this is basically just saying, you've met your match here. This person wants to come in and give you something solid. This person wants to give you something that is completely, is not being as it has been in the past, you know, that kind of back and forth love. This person wants to give you their complete and utter commitment. This person is committed to whatever they set their sights on. They don't just think, oh, I want to kind of be that person. Maybe they make up their mind very quickly. I mean, air signs are very, very intellectual, so they really have a lot of analytical logic. They decide quickly, whereas Cancerians are more in their heart chakra. Cancerians think more with their heart and use their emotions as a guide, whereas this air sign energy just thinks clearly and has a lot of clarity when it comes to who they want, what they want, and they don't ruminate on things too much. They just go for it. And this is exactly what this is saying next to your Chariot as well here, Cancers. Now you do have the Queen of Cups showing up, so it could be another water sign you're attracting, which is Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. This person is very, very empathic. They are a good listener. They nurture people round about them, and this is what I was saying here about, especially under this Four of Pentacles here. You are definitely nurturing something in your life right now to make you money, to create this wealth that you've been looking for. But having this Nine of Wands here as well, we are asked to please do not take on too many responsibilities. You know, she's covered with stuff here. She's got everything round about her, and sometimes it's all too much as well for the Cancerians. You have to pull it back, go into yourself for a wee while, and really kind of make yourself feel better, because when you do, you are such a good energy to be round about, because you're so understanding. You really understand where people are coming from, Cancerians. Now right next to that here we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is working hard on your finances and finally seeing something coming to fruition. So you could have been really working hard towards setting these boundaries in place, putting these guards back up, because sometimes it is necessary to have a bit of self-protection when it comes to people taking advantage of you, Cancers. And this is very important when you have so many responsibilities. Although we are able to grow through what we go through, and you can use challenges as a kind of a way to grow and mature. However, this card is saying when you're working hard on yourself, when you're working hard on you really have to have good, strong boundaries in place so that other people can't take advantage of your energy. And if you do that, we have here a wonderful card, which is the Ten of Cups. So this is the best card you can see. I mean, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the King of Swords, and you also have the Chariot. So this is two energies wanting to move forward together to create these Ten of Cups, to create this fulfillment, to create this joy. I mean, look at this couple down here. They've got the two babies, they've bought this new house, you know, their cups are absolutely running over. They have saved what they needed to save. They have really watched and worked on themselves, and then they've created this abundance. They've created this amazing life for themselves out in the country. You know, it just looks very idyllic in this card. But this is because here we have this Queen of Cups as well as the King of Swords. You know, she's just looking at him as if to say, okay, so what we do next? What's happening? And this could be a really, really amazing couple together, because if the Cancerian has the empathy and the King of Swords has the intellect, I'm sure they're able to create this complete union. This is the 2.4 children. This is divine connections here. It's everything you've ever asked for. You know, it's the whole 10. You don't get higher than that. It's the 10. You have got everything you've ever wanted when it comes to your emotional life, and you feel completely fulfilled in whatever it is you are doing in the month of March, Cancer. Now I'm just going to clarify this 9 of Wands here, because it's, I mean, to me, because of all the other cards that we've got here, it does mean putting yourself first in the month of March. You've really got to put your energy into you sometimes, you know, just pull it back from the world and give it to yourself. Give yourself the energy that you need. Sleep in a few days, do some meditations, go a nice walk in the forest, do things that you feel like, do you know what, I really appreciated that today. Okay, 9 of Wands please. 9 of Wands for Cancerians. Why is the 9 of Wands here please? Cancerians. Why is the 9 of Wands here please for Cancerians? You've got the King of Wands. So you could have been feeling like you had to be responsible for somebody else. However, you are now blazing flames. You are now going to put that energy back into yourself. This King of Wands does not mess about. You know, this is a powerful masculine energy. Can be a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this could be important for you to actually put up your boundaries and set constructive boundaries round about yourself, so that people know when it's okay to be accepting of your energy and when it's not, and then you can really put that into yourself and then become this King of Wands, you know, this passionate force to be reckoned with. And this is exactly what you will do in the month of March, when you start to put the focus back on yourself, Cancerians. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a Romance Angel Oracle to see what's happening in our love situation. It is, I mean, the Chariot and the King of Swords here are just staring right out this reading. It's like, hello, we are moving forward together. We are moving forward. You've really worked hard for this though. You will really, you've worked hard for this connection. You've worked hard for this feeling of being able to just be yourself. You've really transformed yourself in the month of March, because you no longer let people just steal your energy. Okay, Cancerians please for the month of March. Let go of control issues. Okay, well, that is important. I mean, when you think about it, if you're constantly letting people have your energy and have pieces of who you are, then you need to really reel that back in, because it's important to not try and control every situation, Cancerians. So this is saying, allow this situation to unfold naturally. There we go. So if you have something or someone in your life and you're starting to freak out about it, and you think, oh no, I don't know if this is actually going to be a good connection, I don't know if I really want to be with this person, you have to just take a step back. Take a step back, take a deep breath, have a wee bit of relaxation, and just let it be. You know, the best things in life always happen naturally. They're not... Every time humans try and control and manipulate things, it oftentimes blows up in their face. It's best to just let things flow and let things come to you when the right time is. I know that's easier said than done, Cancerians. Okay, now let's have a wee look at your finances for the month of March. Let's have a wee look at your finances for the month of March. I mean, you've got a good few people here. You could be attracting 2 different energies in the month of March. You've got air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you've also got fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Or you could just be feeling like all these signs. You could be feeling like all the elements all at once. I mean, you do have a lot. Everybody does have all the elements in their chart in different degrees. So yeah, you could just be feeling like a multi-dimensional force to be reckoned with in the month of March. Okay, so finances please for Cancerians. The power of prayer. I love this card. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. That's beautiful. So pray, pray, pray. Even if it's just silently to yourself. You know, if you've got a question, ask. Your brain will figure it out. Your brain loves questions. It can't help but answer them. So if you've got something playing on your mind right now, just ask yourself the question that you really want answered, and you will get divine guidance. But you have to be open and receptive to that guidance when it comes in for you, Cancerians, because that is so important, to be receptive to that. Okay, now I'm going to pull a Botanical Oracle. You need to excuse my dog from barking, because it is March, so we are going into the spring. So let's do a Botanical Oracle. Let's have a wee look and see. So you have Coreopsis. I hope I pronounced that well. Always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Wow, that's stunning. I hope you can see that okay, because it is a holographic card. But be joyful in the month of March, and you will get all these energies coming in for you, Cancer. Now I'm also going to put a Moonology Oracle, so if you have a specific question you can ask it now and I will give you an answer. So Cancerians please for the month of March. Cancerians please for the month of March. You're definitely putting the work into yourself. You're definitely focusing on you right now. In the month of March you are making sure that your boundaries are safe and secure for you, so that people do not take advantage of your energy. You are really, really feeling like the best thing to do right now is to move forward in your own energy. Okay, Cancers please for the month of March. Emotions are running high. Supermoon, I would say this is a yes. Emotions are running high, Supermoon. Now as Cancerians we do have our feels on quite a lot of the time. We usually use our instincts and we use our emotions to guide us through life. So possibly in the month of March you are feeling really quite you have that feeling of overwhelm sometimes when it comes to other people and everybody asking you to do tasks and be responsible for them. So you really have to be strong, Cancerians, in the month of March, and you really have to put your foot down when it comes to your energy, and using your energy for yourself is so important, because we cannot give to others what we don't give to ourselves. Self-love is cliche, but it is so vital to how we accept love from other people, Cancerians. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. I really will appreciate it, and it does help the channel to grow. So thank you so much, and I will see you in April for your monthlies. Okay, Cancers, bye for now.